Hey guys, Young Happy here, back to another video. As you can see in the background, we got some Black Ops 3 custom zombie gameplay on a map that I believe you pronounce as Fabric Dune Toten. Don't quote me on that, I've always been shit at pronouncing German zombie map names. But yeah, today I got a story from you guys all the way back from high school about when I figured out how to prank call classrooms. So before I go on to tell this story, let me just say I don't recommend doing this because at the end of this experience, my school was on like the hunt for the people that were doing these phone calls. So by now they probably got good security for it, so probably not a good idea to try this. So this story starts all the way back in 10th grade when I had a substitute teacher in my AP Human Geography class. Basically how this all started was this one kid, I forgot what his name was, he came up behind me and he said to me that he figured out how to dial up school classrooms and if I wanted to have a little bit of fun with the substitute teacher. And you know, my bored ass was like, sure, why not? Let's have a little bit of fun with this teacher. I don't remember how we did it exactly, but I do remember that, you know, the school had a specific phone number, and if we wanted to dial a specific classroom, we would always look at the back of the planner and find the room number, and I believe that we added the room number to the end of the phone number. But the funny thing is like, if you did not star 69 this, which for those of you guys that don't know what that is, it basically blocks your phone number from caller ID. And if you didn't do that, the classroom read your phone number and you'd basically be screwed. So we get our school classroom number and we dial it up for the first time, and like any normal person, the substitute slowly gets out of her seat and walks towards the phone and picks it up. But no answer. So she puts the phone back away, walks towards her seat, and I kid you not, every single time this woman's butt touched the seat, we dialed again. So she would basically sit down for less than a second and it would start ringing again. Man, we had to dial this lady at least 6 times, and every time she got up, you could see it in her face, in her body language, how pissed off this lady was getting. Because every time she went to the freaking phone, she would say hello about 3 or 4 times and nobody would answer. She would put the phone back down, walk over to her chair, sit down for less than a second, and it would start ringing again. By the 5th or 6th time that she went up and picked up that phone, I swear she hung up and just stood there by the phone with her hand over her face palming herself. I have never seen someone look so defeated in her life. Like, I don't know if she just felt defeated or if she was just straight up exhausted, because I gave that woman her monthly exercise. It took literally every single bone in my body in the back of the classroom not to bust out laughing my ass off. Because like I said before, I've never seen someone look so defeated in your life. When you see a substitute teacher get in and out of her seat 6 times consecutively, every time her butt touches the chair for less than a second, and just eventually stands at the phone, sighing with her face in her hand. How can you not sit there and laugh, man? Especially for me, because I never did anything bad in school, so this was really thrilling and fun for me. So I kept doing this for maybe about a week until the school actually buckled down on this issue and actively tried to find people that were doing these, like, prank phone calls on these classrooms. But the last time that I ever did this was in my AP Spanish classroom with my best friend. Basically, I told him about it, and we thought it'd be pretty funny to prank our Spanish teacher. So, you know, we pulled out the planner, we found out what room number we're in, we dialed it up. And, you know, the phone starts ringing. But she starts reading my phone number out to the entire class because I forgot to block my caller ID. Luckily for me, all she did was ask if anybody knew the phone number and just moved on with the class, and you best believe that I never prank phone called a classroom ever again, because at that time, the school was actually looking for kids that were doing that to like discipline them. And yeah, that's gonna be all for that story. If you guys enjoyed the story and you want to hear some more, make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe if you're new. It's been your boy Young Hafferton. Like I said, I'm going to try to release 1 or 2 videos weekly. The best I can as long as I have time. Anyway, see you guys in the next video. Peace.